giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom News Leaders.
Hello everyone and welcome to Mediacom News Leaders. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Carol Kelly. Joining us today from the Willis Dady Homeless Services, we've got Phoebe Trepp. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
So those that might not be familiar with Willis Dady, tell us a little bit about kind of the background and how this organization got started.
Yeah, I love to tell our founding story because it's pretty unusual. Willis Dady's been around 31 years serving people experiencing homelessness. And we actually started when our founder, who had been homeless himself, 25 years, he was a homeless veteran, and he decided, you know, I want a new life, and he got on his feet. He attended Mount Mercy College at the time and decided to study social work. As a senior in his 50s, he was asked to do a senior project and started our agency as a day shelter for men, and quickly the need became so apparent that we became an overnight shelter for men and families. And here we are today, 31 years. It's amazing how much has happened in that time.
Tell us about exactly what the mission is behind this.
So our mission is two-pronged. It's to prevent and end homelessness. So we talk about preventing it by trying to get upstream from the problem and addressing things like the need for affordable housing, the ability to intervene in a crisis before someone actually enters a shelter, and then of course ending it for people who come to our shelter. So we have a lot of case management related services to try to walk alongside people who've experienced homelessness, figure out what their issues are, help them get on their feet, and hopefully stay on their feet for the rest of their lives.
Tell us about your location and exactly how someone could find you.
So we are in Cedar Rapids in the southeast side in Wellington Heights, 1247 4th Avenue. And we work very closely with all of the other shelters in Cedar Rapids and Lynn County. And so anyone seeking shelter, no matter their demographic or their family size, can call Shelter Services, which is actually hosted by Waypoint, and that number would allow them to reach any of the shelter beds. So that's 319-366-7999.
Tell us also about maybe some of the other services. So supposedly, you know, someone does have a home but might need other services.
Absolutely. So that's on our prevention side. So by calling that one number and talking to someone on the phone, they'll get directed to the most appropriate service, if it's shelter or potentially prevention. So we run a prevention program which is incredibly helpful for people who have had a lot of hiccups at one time in life and they need some help either navigating a payment plan. Maybe they need help talking to their landlord about what's going on in their situation. Maybe they can't afford that apartment and we can help them find a cheaper apartment before they actually are evicted. Maybe they've already been evicted and we can help them find an apartment other than a shelter. So our advocates, once they receive a referral, go out, meet with someone, talk through all of that in the first visit. And we try to find people that are 2 weeks out from becoming homeless so that we have enough time to turn things around. And it's a real impactful program because people, when they become homeless, typically that affects their job, their ability to get their kids to school or to childcare. Everything else kind of snowballs when you're suddenly relocated with no belongings. So the prevention piece can make a huge impact on the quality of life and also the stability of our community.
We have to talk about, you've got a big event coming up, the Run and Ride. Let's talk about that.
So we've been really trying to make events that are fundraisers fun so that people can actually want to come. So October 6th, we will be doing our 7th annual Run and Ride, but this year we're making it a much bigger festival. We start at 8 a.m. with a 5K, 10K, or a speed walk. Those are timed events. And then we're actually moving into a fun bike pub crawl. So there'll be prizes, there'll be a costume contest, and then we end with live bands at the Sagwagon, all on October 6th. So people can get tickets now, and it should be just, you can be a fun biker, you can wear a costume, or you could do competitive racing. So it's all fun.
And get tickets now.
Yes.
What is the details on that and how they can get tickets?
So willisdady.org and go to our events page and it's right there. So it's on Eventbrite and you can order them in advance.
Well, good luck on your event. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
This has been Mediacom News Leaders, your opportunity to get the full story from the most reliable sources, exclusively on Mediacom News Leaders.